Thank you, buddy. So in today's video, I'm going to do a little like Q&A thing on my Instagram at kokidoki_working. If you're curious, I asked you guys to ask me some questions. So I'm just going to answer some right now. I just have them on my phone, so we're just gonna go through and answer them. Okay, so the first question is, I'm new to your channel, can you introduce yourself? Yeah, of course. So I am Taylor. I am 18 and a freshman in college. Come here, buddy. And this is Koki. She is my service dog. She is 5, I believe now, which is crazy. And yeah, she's an Australian Shepherd mix, if you're curious. I love it, buddy. She's just the sweetest thing. She is so intelligent, and I just love her with my entire heart. She makes the funniest faces. Okay, next question. So the next question is, how did you decide an Australian Shepherd was right for you? So kind of funny story. I didn't get Koki as a prospect. I wanted a dog for a really long time, and my parents consistently said no. I can do a full story time on this because it's kind of long, but in short, we went to a animal shelter, a humane society, and Koki was there, and my sister took a video. I broke down crying, and it was just like love at first sight, first glance, whatever that's called. Yeah, and we met her in the room, and my parents knew there was no way I was leaving without this dog, so we put in our application because she had just gotten there, and she came home with us. I wanted an Australian Shepherd because I wanted a bigger breed, but I didn't want something too big, and I wanted something with very high energy because I'm active, and I just love them so much. Yeah, I can do an in-depth story if you guys want our little like first meeting story time. It's really cute, and I would love to share it with you guys if you guys are interested. So if you are, comment below and I will be more than happy to share it with you guys because it's really cute. Okay, so the next question is, what's your favorite task / trick Koki knows? Okay, so trick, she knows how to weave in between my legs, which I think is really fun, and she can also wave at you, so like for pictures and stuff, that's really cute. As far as tasks go, mainly like retrievals is something that she does like on the daily, which is really handy because if I bend down and stand up too quickly, I can get really dizzy, and she enjoys it, so that's really fun and I use it a lot. I also use the button task, so she can find the button on the wall to open the door, so that's really nice too. Heart rate alert, always super handy. Yeah, good girl. But yeah, I would say that those are like my top ones. Kind of hard to pick just one because they're all so handy and cute, but yeah. Okay, so the next one is, what's the best way to teach a heel? I have a 9-week-old service dog prospect and just want to know how to teach it when I'm ready. I've never trained a dog like this before, so I'm kind of stuck. Yeah, so I'm not a trainer, so take all of this with a grain of salt. I did owner train Koki, but that's also because she's incredibly smart. I would just suggest luring, honestly. That's what I did with Koki. So you put a treat in your hand and you use that to like kind of guide their nose and have them like follow with their behind, to get them in that position. And once they understand that in that position they get rewarded, that's when you reward them. You can start moving with that. So you lure them into the heel and then you take a step or two and then you treat as they're with you. And then once they get that, you can introduce the command heel. And then in between that, if your dog understands it but they kind of like move their butt or something, you can always have a leash in your opposite hand and kind of like correct them when they start to veer off. But that's what I would suggest. That's what I did with Koki. But then again, I'm not a trainer, so this might not work for you. So maybe try it out. If not, look at YouTube. If not, and you have it accessible, maybe consult a trainer. But yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so this one says, I'm new to your channel. Have you ever shared why you need a service dog? Totally okay if you don't want to share. Yeah, so I don't really talk about my disability just because I don't want or see the need to. This is the nicest way someone has ever commented this. I did just want to like address this. This person commented it so nicely. They weren't like, why do you need a service dog? You gotta tell us, da 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 da. And I've gotten those quite a bit. And I have even had to post it on my story to please stop asking me because I've gotten it so many times. So I just want to mention that I don't talk about it. If you look at our stuff, you can probably see some of the things I need her to help me with. So like retrievals, heart rate, that kind of stuff. It's pretty obvious, but I don't want to just like say it out loud, you know, because it's not really anyone's business. So I do really appreciate this person commenting this in such a kind way and not being harsh about it. The next question is, how did your family feel about you getting a service dog? My family reacted really well. I know that a lot of families don't really accept it. Mine definitely knew something needed to change. I was talking with a healthcare provider and they suggested that I consider a service dog. And originally I was like, no, like I don't need a service dog, maybe like an emotional support animal, ESA. So when I was talking with them about it, I kind of just assumed that's what they were talking about. And they were like, no, like we're like service dog, like be with you constantly, help you out when these medical episodes happen. And so I was like, okay. So I talked with my family about it and I started training with Koki just to even see if it was something I could do, because I obviously already had Koki. And yeah, they just knew that something needed to change and were pretty open to the idea. I mean, the first couple like outings with Koki, they were like waiting for someone to kind of like yell at us because we had a dog in the store. But that was just like a little learning curve. And now, I mean, they're like, yeah, this dog goes everywhere with us. When we go on trips, the dog's coming. Like when we go out, the dog is coming. They stick up for me if that's something too. So the next question is, most embarrassing thing Koki has done in public. So Koki is a very sensitive soul. Let's just start off with that. So I was just shopping at the Buckle and she was in a heel, but she had moved into a block on her own, which I didn't even see. And so I was looking, and she was supposed to be in a heel. And so I stepped backwards and I stepped right on, like, I think like her back paw or something. And when I say stepped backwards on, I mean maybe like kind of just like snipped it. Like nothing, like I didn't step on her entire paw, but she yelped so loud, y'all. Like she was getting murdered, scream. And everyone looked at us and I was so embarrassed because I was like, oh my god, they're gonna think that I'm a dog abuser. She was fine. I checked on her. Literally not a single mark, not even like dirt on the top of her paw from my shoe. So that was the most embarrassing thing. So the next question is, how are you liking college? I'm really liking it. I'm a freshman this year, so my classes are pretty simple on the scale of things. There was definitely like a learning curve to kind of just like getting in the swing of things again, but I'm really liking it. I think that we've got a really good schedule going for us too. It's not easy, that's for sure, but it's definitely doable. Also, I guess, having a different college experience than a lot of other people. Like, I'm not going out partying and I'm not going and hanging out with friends every day. And that's just because I'm disabled. I physically just can't. Like, I go to school and I try to eat some food, and then I come back here and I do some school, and by the end of the day I'm exhausted. Like, I go to bed before around 9 and I wake up at 9, like full 12 hours of sleep because I am pooped. But it's going well so far, so I think we're good. Okay, so going along with that question is, how have people reacted to Koki on campus? Really good, actually. My professors, absolutely stellar. The people here on campus, also pretty stellar. No one really asks to pet her, no one really bothers her, anything like that. Lots of compliments, which has been very kind of people, just praising her behavior and things in different situations. I will say we had one, I didn't ever talk about this on social media, I don't think. We did have this one incident where we were walking on like this little trail thing on campus, kind of like a little cut across, and she was off leash. She was just like wandering around, going potty, whatever. And we were on this trail and I was right here and she was up here, and there was like this building and it was like right here. And someone from the side of the building, as Koki was approaching, jumped out and went boo to my dog off leash. And she jumped backwards and she barked, and this dude just ran away. I don't know who it was. It happened within like a second. All I know was he was tall, short hair, and blonde. That's literally it. And she recalled beautifully and came right back to my side, was a little shaken up, but nothing happened besides that. But yeah, this man jumped out from the side of the building and scared my service dog. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what was going on in his head, but my dog reacted beautifully. So yeah. Okay, so the next question is, how are you doing, like, really? I'm doing well, I think. I think that I'm just really in the swing of things, in like a steady schedule, and I also think that because I'm in that steady schedule, my energy level is increasing a little bit. Like, instead of at the end of class, my energy is just like 0, it's now like a good like 10-ish. So that's allowed me to go hang out with my sister more and friends more and stuff, which has been very nice, just to be able to have that like social aspect of college. Please ignore if the lighting or the angle is different. My battery died, so I had to undo my setup and charge it for a little bit, but we're back. So the next question is your favorite hobby. So my favorite hobbies, obviously, like dog training. I love to teach Koki new tricks, but other than like the animal aspect, I really like art. Unfortunately, being in college and being so busy, I really haven't had time, but I really want to go like paint some pottery or something, so maybe you guys will see a TikTok or something about that. But yeah, I really enjoy art. I also really like reading. So okay, so the next question is, would you ever travel to Canada again? Yes, I would. I really enjoyed Canada. I thought that it was really fun and a really like good experience. I live in Montana, so pretty close to Canada, so I'm sure my family and I will go again, and hopefully I can video it for you guys, either for a TikTok or YouTube, maybe even pictures for Instagram. I don't know. Okay, so random question is, do you have any tattoos? I do. I have my dog's ears right here. I have a picture on Instagram of it and a TikTok of us getting it. So yes, I have my dog's ears right here. I have a bouquet of flowers right here, and then I have like a couple stick and pokes. So I have like a cross, a star, and then I have like a wave on my finger. But yeah, funny thing is I'm actually planning on getting another one here soon, so maybe a little video coming out like that. We'll see. Where's your guide harness from? I have quite a few. My Biothane one is from Dino Dog, and then I think the rest of mine are from Becca and Raven, and then I have my Phoenix pack too. But yeah, I want to do a gear tour soon, so keep an eye out for that. This isn't a question, but someone commented, "You're my best friend," and this is just so sweet, and I love you, and you're amazing. I hope you have a great day. Okay, so the next question is, what breed of dog do you want for your next service dog after Koki retires? I am actually planning on getting a puppy here soon, and yeah, you guys might just have to wait and find out. I have a breeder and everything picked out, but I think it might be more fun if it's like a little like surprise. But yeah, keep an eye out around hopefully soon to see. Also, Koki is not retiring anytime soon, but I do want to be able to transfer from fully trained service dog to fully trained service dog. So Koki is 5 right now, and if I get a puppy within the next year, she'll be 6, which allows me 3 years to allow that dog to fully develop and get those basics and whatnot without having to rush it. And then hopefully when she's around 9-ish, fully transfer from one to the other. Just so that way I have all the time and nothing's rushed. But yeah, that is the plan. Hopefully we'll see. Nothing's set in stone, but we'll see. Okay, so the final question for this video, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I love you. But the final question is, do you have any controversial opinions on dogs? Controversial opinions. I don't really think so. I am definitely one of those handlers slash dog owners where I'm like, you do you, it doesn't affect me. Let's see, controversial. I like tools. Koki uses a prong. We have an e-collar. If they're used correctly, I see no harm in a communication tool, but to each their own. I don't care what you do with your dog. What other I have a Flexi leash. We use it often for her free walks because I'm lazy and I don't want a long line. Again, if they're used and trained correctly, I see no problem with it with a responsible owner. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not really fun. I just really don't care what other people do. Not sure if this is controversial, but don't take your pets into not pet friendly places. I think that's it, honestly. Nothing's really coming to mind. But yeah, I mean, if you have like a specific question about like a controversy on like dogs, just like message me and I can answer that for you. Or if I do another question video, just ask whatever question you were hinting at. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. I know it was long, but I really appreciate you guys sticking through it with me and participating in these questions. If you want to see more from us, follow our TikTok and or our Instagram. It is at kokidoki_working. Any questions, comments, concerns, just comment them below, but also give this video a like. It means the world. And yeah, have a great day. Bye. You're funny. Okay, you can go back to bed now.